Jack and the Beanstalk. Slow English Story, A2 Level. Long ago, in a small village, there lived a poor boy named Jack. Jack lived with his mother in a small old house. They did not have much money. Life was often difficult for them. Jack's mother worked very hard every day. She cooked, cleaned, and tried to earn a little money. But sometimes they did not have enough food. One day, Jack's mother looked very worried. Their only cow was standing outside the house. The cow was old and did not give milk anymore. Jack's mother sighed and said gently, "Jack, we have no money and no food. We must sell the cow at the market." Jack nodded. He loved the cow, but he knew his mother was right. So the next morning, Jack began to walk to the market with the cow. The road to the market was long and quiet. Birds were singing in the trees, and the wind moved softly through the grass. Jack walked slowly beside the cow. After a while, he met an old man on the road. The old man looked at the cow and smiled. "Where are you going, young boy?" the man asked kindly.
"I am going to the market," Jack said. "I must sell our cow." The old man looked into Jack's eyes and said softly, "I can give you something special for this cow." Jack was curious. "What is it?" he asked. The old man opened his hand. In his hand were 5 small beans. "These are magic beans," the old man said. "If you plant them, something wonderful will happen." Jack looked at the beans. They were small and shiny. He thought about his poor mother and their empty kitchen. Maybe the beans were really magical. After thinking for a moment, Jack agreed. He gave the cow to the old man and took the 5 beans. Jack felt excited as he walked home. He believed something amazing would happen. When Jack arrived home, he showed the beans to his mother. "Look, Mother," Jack said happily, "I traded the cow for magic beans." His mother looked at the beans. Her face suddenly became angry. "Magic beans?" she said. "Jack, we needed money. These are just beans." She was very upset. She took the beans and threw them out of the window. Then she went to bed, feeling tired and worried. Jack felt sad, but soon he also fell asleep. That night, something strange happened. The beans outside the window began to grow. They grew and grew and grew. By morning, a giant beanstalk stood beside the house. It was so tall that it reached high into the clouds. When Jack woke up, he looked out the window. His eyes became wide with surprise. "Wow," he whispered. The beanstalk was huge. It twisted and climbed high into the sky. Jack felt curious. He wanted to know what was at the top. So he quietly went outside. He grabbed the beanstalk and began to climb. Up and up he climbed. The village became smaller and smaller below him. The clouds slowly surrounded him. Finally, Jack reached the top. Above the clouds, he saw something amazing. There was a large castle. The castle stood on a big white cloud. Jack walked slowly toward the castle. The door was huge. Jack knocked softly. Soon the door opened. A very large woman looked down at him. She was the wife of a giant. "What are you doing here, little boy?" she asked. "I am hungry," Jack said politely. "May I have something to eat?" The giant's wife looked at Jack. She felt sorry for the poor boy. "Come inside quickly," she said. "But you must hide if my husband comes. He is a giant, and he likes to eat people." Jack nodded. She gave him bread and milk. Jack ate quietly. Suddenly, the ground began to shake. Boom, boom, boom. The giant was coming home. The giant's wife quickly hid Jack in a cupboard. The giant entered the castle. He was huge and scary. He shouted loudly, "Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman." The giant's wife tried to call him. "You smell nothing," she said. "Sit down and eat your dinner." The giant soon sat at the table and ate a large meal. After eating, he took out a bag of gold coins. He counted them slowly. Jack watched quietly from the cupboard. Soon the giant became sleepy. He fell asleep with a loud snore. Jack slowly came out of the cupboard. He carefully took the bag of gold coins. Then he ran out of the castle and climbed down the beanstalk. When Jack reached the ground, he gave the gold to his mother. She was very surprised. Now they had enough money to buy food and live comfortably. But Jack was still curious about the castle in the sky. So a few days later, he climbed the beanstalk again. He went back to the giant's castle. Again, the giant's wife helped him, and again the giant returned home. This time, the giant had a special hen. The hen could lay golden eggs. Jack watched carefully. When the giant fell asleep, Jack took the hen. He ran out of the castle and climbed down the beanstalk again. Now Jack and his mother were even richer. But Jack climbed the beanstalk one more time. On his third visit, the giant had a magical harp. The harp could play beautiful music by itself. Jack waited until the giant fell asleep. Then he grabbed the harp. But the harp suddenly cried out, "Help, master!" The giant woke up. He chased Jack through the castle. Jack ran as fast as he could. He climbed down the beanstalk quickly. The giant followed him down. Jack reached the ground first. He grabbed an axe. He began to cut the beanstalk. Chop, chop, chop. The beanstalk fell. The giant fell with it. And that was the end of the giant. From that day on, Jack and his mother lived happily. The golden eggs gave them money, and the magical harp filled their home with music. Jack never forgot the great adventure in the sky, and their small house was no longer poor. It became a warm and peaceful home, perfect for many quiet nights under the stars.